How's it going, YouTube? This is Manny from Manny Fresh Bets, bringing you my NBA first basket picks for today, Wednesday, March 29th. If this is the first time watching one of my videos, or if you haven't done so already, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys would subscribe, like, comment, and share. Again, can't thank you guys enough for all the new subscribers, all the new followers on Twitter. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers here on the YouTube channel. Pretty close to it. So definitely appreciate that. Kind of a little breakdown. If you guys see me looking to the side, this is where I got my little setup, my notes on my laptop. So yesterday was a pretty bad day for first basket. We pretty much hit one person on two of the parlays. Everybody else didn't hit. It was kind of one of those BS type of days. We did hit Bam straight up. In terms of the other ones, we pretty much, you could have called that a that's that bullshit parlay, because you had Stevens hitting for the Cavs, you had Tillman hitting for the Grizzlies, you had PJ Washington hitting for the Hornets. He went off for like 40 something points. DiVincenzo hit for the Warriors. So you really can't predict that. And again, we did hit with Bam for the straight up pick that I gave out. But good news, if you follow me on Twitter and if you watch my other video where I gave out player props and team picks, just to run down our results for yesterday. Again, we hit Bam straight up for first basket. We hit plus 503 odds parlay. That was kind of the safer parlay. We hit the 3,576 parlay, so that was the 3,576 odds at plus money, obviously. So we hit that. I had one person on Twitter that watched the video and was following me on Twitter as well. He posted, I think he bet like $50. He won almost $100. So, I really like seeing that. I really like seeing you guys win money. So we hit two parlays on my other video. I also gave out extra picks for hockey. I gave you the Rangers in regulation, that hit. And I also gave you the Stars in regulation, that also hit. In terms of the long shot parlay that I gave out on that video, we came pretty close. We missed by 2 points from Brown. Van Vliet missed by 3 points, 2 assists, and then we missed with Trey. You can't predict that. He only had like 14 points or 16 points. We missed four points from him and 3 points from Hunter. So we got pretty close to even hitting the long shot parlay. The other guys were worrying me more than these guys, and obviously these guys ended up being the ones that didn't hit. But another day. We have a lot of games today. We have 10 games. There's actually, I think there's 3 games. You'll know once I go over it. I think there's like 3 games that I kind of skipped because there's a lot of guys that are missing. A lot of guys that their status is questionable or out. Like I always tell you guys, I do these very early. Things change very, very rapidly. And Embiid right now, I think he's doubtful. I think he's going to play, especially against the Mavericks. But again, check your status and check the lineup before you do these. In terms of this first game right now, and again, I give you a few parlays. I give you my go-to guys parlay, basically the guys that I trust the most. I give you a couple of other parlays, then I give you a long shot parlay, and I came up with that's that bullshit parlay because of the things that happened, like something like yesterday, where guys that are, pretty much at the end of the list, the worst odds to hit first basket. Like I said, Stevens hit, Tillman hit, PJ Washington hit. It was insanity yesterday. So, I do this parlay kind of to catch those type of things happening. Unfortunately, yesterday we didn't catch any of that because it was just too crazy. So for this first parlay, I'm gonna go with Bridges from the Nets. They're taking on the Rockets. Sorry, they're taking on the Rockets. They only played once, East versus West lineup matchup. Pretty much They played earlier this month, in the beginning of the month. Basically, everybody played. It was Smith against Claxton on the tip-off. Smith ended up winning the tip, and then Jalen Green hits the jumper. This tip-off could go either way. Claxton is pretty good. Jabari Smith have been kind of on and off, but I trust Bridges here to first get the first basket. So that's my first pick for the go-to guys parlay. Then I got the Heat versus the Knicks. Right now, Brunson and Butler are both doubtful. I think they're both going to play. The only one that maybe might not play is Brunson, just because Quickly has been playing so well in the starting lineup. So they might, give him a couple of more days of rest. In this game, I took Julius Randle. I mean, he's been on fire. We all know what he did against the Heat a couple of games ago when he played. I think it was the second game he went off for 50 something. He's playing very well against the Heat. He's played very well basically all season long. But in terms of these 3 games that they've already played, we had Butler made the first basket after Bam wins the tip. Then the second game, Robinson wins the tip. Randle misses a jumper, and then Hero makes a 3. The third game, same guys, Bam versus Robinson. Robinson won the tip once again, and Randle hits the jumper. So Randle's taking the first shot pretty often. I also noticed R.J. Barrett is very aggressive against the Heat to start the game, so I took him on another parlay. You'll see that in a second. But I'm going to go with Julius Randle here as my second pick. Then to kind of round it out, I only did 3 picks for this go-to guys parlay. I've been kind of doing that lately just because, obviously 10 games, you're going to pick 10 guys. Even if you round robin, it's very hard to, kind of hit these. So I only went with 3 guys. The third guy, we got the Suns taking on the Wolves, the Timberwolves. All 3 games are pretty much throwaway games. All those games were, when Bridges was still with the Suns, D'Angelo Russell was still with the Timberwolves. So all those 3 games are pretty much throwaways. So you can't really, expect anything going, kind of analyzing those games pretty much. In terms of this game, I'm going with Booker. He's been someone that we cast in the past. I know DeAndre Ayton is there, and he's kind of one of my go-to guys as well. But I haven't trusted him that much lately. Something about it, I don't know if it was the injury or something, but when he came back, hasn't been really the same, hasn't been scoring as much. So I'm going to go with Booker here. In terms of this game, Cat, Anthony Edwards, and Durant are all doubtful, but they're expected to play. KD is expected to make his first start since getting injured in practice. So, that might throw a wrench a little bit on this. But right now, I like Booker. So, go-to guys is going to be Bridges for the Suns, Randle for the Knicks, and then Booker for the Suns. In terms of my second parlay, I'm taking Lopez in the Bucks and Pacers game. This game kind of worries me in terms of both first baskets and the props that I'm going to give out in my other video, just because I think this could be a blowout. Right now, Middleton and Turner are doubtful, and then Halliburton has been out for a while, so he probably is not going to play. What worries me is the blowout factor here. These teams have played 3 times already. A lot of guys out in the first game. No Halliburton, no Giannis, no Middleton. Second game, no Halliburton. Third game, no Halliburton, no Allen, and no Lopez for the Bucks. So far, the Bucks have won all 3 tip-offs with Lopez and with Giannis. So Lopez tipped off twice, Giannis once when Lopez missed a game. So they're 3-0 on tip-offs. They're 2-1 on first basket. So Allen hit a first basket for the Bucks. Turner hit a first basket in the second game for the Pacers, and that Pat Connaughton hit a first basket for the Bucks in the third game. So as you can see, for the Bucks, it's not really the guys that you would expect. Lopez, Drew, and Giannis is mostly these more role players. So I'm gonna roll the dice here with Lopez and think that at least one of these games is gonna go one of the go-to guys for the Bucks. So I'm gonna go with Lopez. Then we have the Mavericks versus the 76ers. Obviously, just one game, East versus West. They're showing, who is it? Embiid and Harden are both doubtful. I don't know if Harden's going to play, but I think Embiid is probably going to play. Right now, these two teams played once already. It was a full lineup. Powell versus Embiid. Embiid won the tip-off as he usually does, and then he made a layup. He's pretty money on first baskets. So just, right now Embiid is not listed on FanDuel, so that kind of worries me. But it gives me a little bit more hope in my pick, which is Luka Doncic. Powell is not good on the tip-offs, but if Embiid misses this game, whoever is going to play in his place, like Deadman wasn't good on tip-offs. Montrezl Harrell is pretty hit or miss. So I feel a little bit more confident with my pick in Luka. Then I'm going with Bridges again in the Nets Houston game. I noticed, picking guys and not picking them again in other parlays or straight up has been hurting me. So I'm going with Bridges again here. And then for the Knicks and the Heat game, I'm taking RJ Barrett. Like I told you guys, he's been pretty aggressive against the Heat and games lately. So I'm taking a shot there with him. So second parlay, we're going with Lopez for the Bucks, Luka for the Mavs, Bridges for the Nets, and then RJ Barrett for the Knicks. For my third parlay, I'm going back to that Bucks and Pacers game, and I'm going to take someone that I haven't taken in a while, just because he's kind of dying down in terms of first baskets, but I'm going to go with Drew Holiday. I do expect the Bucks to win this tip-off, especially if Turner's out. Right now, he's listed as doubtful. So I would expect, if Turner misses, the Bucks have a much better chance to win the tip-off. So I'm going with Drew Holiday there. Then for the next game, 76ers and Mavs. Again, if Embiid misses, it's going to be tough for the Mavs to, for the 76ers to get this tip-off. Whoever's going to play in Embiid's place is probably going to have a hard time, but it makes me a little bit more confident with Harris, which, Tobias Harris for the Sixers, is that Powell is not that good at first baskets either. So I'm going to take a shot with Harris. I think he hit one of the games that Embiid missed. So I'm going to take a shot with him. Then for the next game is going to be the Nets versus the Rockets. And I'm going to take a shot with Jaylen Green. I mean, Jaylen Green, we know he's a scorer. Sometimes his shot selection are pretty questionable, but he does, he does score. And, even though the Brooklyn Nets have pretty good defense, I expect Green to put up a couple of shots here and there, especially early. So I'm going to take a shot with him for the first basket. Then I'm going to go with my first Heat player here, and I'm going to take Bam, someone that we cashed with yesterday for that Knicks versus Heat. And then one of the only picks that I gotten for this game for the Grizzlies and Clippers. This Clippers game against the Grizzlies is an iffy game. Ja right now is listed as out on ESPN, but when you look at his notes, it says that he's expected to play. Everyone else is listed on FanDuel. He's not. Actually, he is listed on FanDuel. Sorry. I just looked it up. So now for that game, I'm going to go with Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr., someone, again, that we've trusted in the past and we cashed with in the past. So third parlay, we're going with Drew Holiday from the Bucks, Harris from the 76ers, Green from the Rockets. Then we got Bam for the Heat, and we got Triple J for the Grizzlies. In terms of the long shot parlay, I'm going to go with Nembhard for the Pacers in case that Turner plays or the Bucks miss the first basket or the first shot. I'm going to go with Nembhard here. I know I took a look at their last like 5, 6 games, and he's been very aggressive in the start of games, especially with Halliburton out. Heald missed a few games, Turner missed a few games, and he's, so again, like I told you guys, somebody has to score. And that happened yesterday. I should have listened to myself with PJ Washington scoring 40 something points for the Hornets. When these guys are out, like Terry Rozier, Kelly Oubre, these guys that are the leading scorers, somebody has to pick up the scoring. So Nemhard has picked up the scoring for the Pacers, and I'm going to take a shot here in the long shot parlay with him. In terms of the 76ers and the Mavs, again, if Embiid plays, I'm probably taking him straight up. That's just how confident I am with him. If he plays, I'm still going to go with Melton here as my long shot. That, again, gives me more confidence that the 76ers are going to win the tip, and they're going to have a shot to make the first basket. So I'm going to take a long shot with Melton, who's hit a first basket quite a few times this year already. So it's not something crazy picking him. And then for the Rockets and the Brooklyn Nets, I'm going to go with Alperen Şengün, someone that, I kind of starting to like a little more as a player. Again, I forgot who it was. Somebody called him Baby Jokic. I don't think he's there yet, but he definitely has that potential. He's going to get 15, 17 points. He's going to grab 8 to 8 rebounds, and he's going to dish out 4 to 6 assists every game. The problem is that this is a very young team, and you have guys like Jalen Green, like Porter Jr., like Jabari Smith taking these crazy shots, not running the offense through Şengün, and it kind of throws off his numbers. But I think he could be a very important piece in that team, and I think he could he could be someone that's gonna get triple doubles on a pretty regular basis, just like Luka, just like Jokic, like these guys there. So I'm gonna go with Şengün. Brunson is my next pick for the Knicks game against the Heat. Again, he might not play, so take a look at those lineups. But if he plays, I'm taking a long shot with him again, someone that we've cashed with in the past pretty often. Then finally, in the Grizzlies versus Clippers game, I'm taking a long shot with Zubac. So Zubac, we've hit with him a few times. Last year, we hit with him quite a few times, and one of the big parlays that we hit was with Zubac in that parlay. So my long shot parlay, I'm taking Nemhard for the Pacers, Melton for the 76ers, Şengün for the Rockets, Brunson for the Knicks, and then Zubac for the Clippers. I didn't want to make these parlays so long, like 5, 6 picks. Right now, let's see, 4 or 5. Most of them are like 4 or 5. I try to make them like my go-to guys parlay. They were only 3. Second parlay was only 4. Third parlay was 5. And then obviously the long shot was just that I just gave out was 5 as well. Then I got that's that bullshit parlay. Something that happened yesterday. Should have catched with that one, but it was just too crazy. Nobody would have predicted that one. I'm going with Nesmith for the Pacers. Then I got Bullock for the Mavs. I got Jabari Smith for the Rockets. I got Jimmy Butler for the Heat. And then I got Tillman, who actually hit the first basket the last game that the Grizzlies played. He's hit the first basket like 3 or 4 times this year. So that's that bullshit parlay, not looking too bad. So again, it's Nesmith for the Pacers, Bullock for the Mavs. We got Jabari Smith for the Rockets, Butler for the Heat. Again, he's questionable, so take a look at the lineups and the updates. Then I got Tillman for the Grizzlies. In terms of straight up picks, and you notice I missed a couple of games. I'll let you know that right now. Right now, straight up picks for the Bucks and the Pacers, I got Middleton and Giannis. Then for the Mavs and the 76ers, I got Luka and Maxey. Again, if Embiid plays, replace Maxey with Embiid. Then I got Bridges and Şengün for the Rockets and the Nets. I got Randle and RJ for the Knicks and the Heat. I got Booker and Edwards for the Suns against the Wolves. And then I got Kawhi and Ja for the Clippers and the Grizzlies. That one I'm not too iffy, not too confident about. I'm iffy on that one. But if you guys want to play it straight, play those two guys. In terms of the ones that I'm missing right now, let's see. We got the Jazz and the Spurs. Again, I skipped that one, but unofficial picks, I'm going to go with Marketing and Collins. Right now, Marketing is doubtful, but he is listed on FanDuel. So, again, take a look at your, at the lineups. If he doesn't play, I'll probably will go with Kessler. Kessler's a guy that he's hit the first basket a few times this year. I'll probably keep it Kessler and Collins if Marketing is out. For the Lakers and Bulls, too many guys doubtful. I mean, you got, excuse me, you got LeBron, Russell, Davis, and Caruso all doubtful. I think most of them are gonna play. The only two guys that I think are probably not are probably Russell and Caruso. But I skipped it for my official picks. For my unofficial picks, I'm gonna go with AD and Vucevic. Again, two guys that are money. Two guys that we made money in the past. Thunders and Pistons, that's another game I missed. Too many guys out or doubtful, like Bogdanovich, SGA, Gildress Alexander. He might not play. He was out last game. Magruder is out, someone that, cashed a bullshit parlay for someone. I didn't take him, but he hit once. So, again, not official picks, but if you had a gun to my head and told me which ones you're getting, I'm taking Wiseman and Jaylen Williams. Jaylen Williams is the guy with Jalen, not Jayil. ILIN. So it's Jaylen Williams with an E. So those are the two guys that I'm unofficially picking for that game. Again, guys, greatly appreciated. We had a terrible day in first baskets, but again, we made it up in hockey with those straight bets. We made it up in two huge bombs that we hit for the same game parlays. So, again, apologize that we lost money on the first basket, but we made it up with these big parlays. So, again, guys, can't thank you guys enough. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. We're nearly there. Share the word. Like and comment on the videos. Definitely appreciate all the comments on the YouTube videos, all the replies, and all the likes on the Twitter page. Make sure you're following me there at Manny Fresh Bets. I post some extra picks there. Again, a lot of people posting and letting me know that they want some good money with my picks for those same game parlays. That makes me happy. So again, guys, thanks a lot. Let's enjoy this Wednesday. Hopefully we cash with these first baskets and the parlays that I'm giving out later on. God bless, take care, and we will talk soon.